Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel. I make quality content that nobody really asked for. In today's video, we actually have a toy haul today, and I'm very excited because I went to two events lately, which was the Washington State Toy Show and one was SummerCon, which is a type of Comic-Con here in Washington, and it's usually my favorite convention, but I didn't have a great time, so I thought I'm going to show you guys my Washington State toy haul anyways. Might as well put all the other events that I went to. So I'm very excited to show you guys all the stuff that I accumulated from these two events, and I think it's going to be quite a fun haul. So let's dive right into it. Alrighty, the first part of this video is going to be my haul from the Washington State Toy Show, and I'm very excited to show you guys, again, all the stuff I got from it. Now, I went to this toy show with my main goal is to find really cool Sonic the Hedgehog stuff, because if you don't know by now,
I am a Sonic the Hedgehog fan. I've been a closet fan for a long time because, not gonna lie, Sonic people scare me. And so I kept my love for Sonic offline for a long time, but lately I feel like that's been out of my control, so...
Yeah, but I went to this toy show with full hopes of like finding Sonic stuff. I wore this really cute outfit and I barely found any Sonic stuff, which was very disappointing because they had like 200 vendors here. So not much Sonic for me, but when it comes to DC stuff, oh boy, did I find some of my girls. Now the first thing I'm going to show you is actually the first thing I bought. In my opinion, it's also like the best part of my haul because I don't know, it's just like my favorite. So what I'm going to show you is I got a whole bunch of the live action Wonder Woman Barbies. Now I've been on a hunt for these for a while, not like too actively hunting them because they could be quite pricey, but I could not let these go for the price that the guy was going to sell it to me. He was selling me all these $4 for $60, which is a crazy amount for this because like one of these dolls alone can go for over $60, and he just gave it to me. I'm like, thank you. So that was definitely the highlight of my toy show, and I said I'm absolutely in love with these dolls. So I did got 4 of them. He had way more than these dolls, but again, lack of space, I only just picked my favorites. So of course I had to pick up the Wonder Woman with the cloak because she is so beautiful. And if you don't know, again, I'm a giant DC fan and I do have a lot of the DC Barbies, and adding these live action Wonder Woman dolls for something I really wanted because I thought they were so beautiful and well done. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of the movie. I thought the movie was okay, but I do love the dolls and I think they just nailed it. And again, I love the one with the cloak, and these also are like a black label one, so they're like a collector edition too, and they're just so beautiful. So I got Wonder Woman with the cloak because that's my favorite Wonder Woman doll because I love the cloak. And I also got the her aunt. I had no idea how to say her aunt's name, but I just call her Jenny because it's the same actress as Jenny from Forrest Gump, and I wanted her for a long time too, and I think she is just so cool. Again, the face mold is also very well done. So here's a look of that. I picked her up as well, and I also picked up her mom. Again, I had no idea how to say these names. Okay, I have a speech impediment. Saying weird names like this is not it for me. And I got her mom too. I like her. I think I vibe with the aunt look more if I'm picking like rating, but I do love the way the mom looks as well. So I picked this up. And these gonna look really good in my DC Barbie display because I have a whole collection of those, so very excited to add that in my collection. And the last Wonder Woman doll I picked up from the seller is the one in the blue dress, just because again this doll is so beautiful and I love like that scene. I thought Wonder Woman looked so beautiful there, so of course I gotta pick up the doll, and I got this for a really good price as well. Again, like, I love this dress. I would definitely cosplay it, so I definitely am in love with all these dolls. Again, he had so much more stuff that I wanted, but again, space is a big collector problem, and I love Wonder Woman, but like I don't want to be like as hardcore just because there's other characters in DC like more like the Teen Titans, all that. So I just picked my favorite. And again, he gave me all 4 of these dolls for $60, just like that. I was like, which is like amazing on its own because again, I was willing to pay much more than $60, but like I put all 4 of these on his table, like, hi, I want to purchase this. He's like, okay, $60 for all 4. I was like, so that was definitely the best deal of my experience in my opinion. Like, that was an amazing find. Now the rest of the stuff I have might not be as cool, but they're just as exciting for me, and I kept them in here. So I was just planning on just buying those 4 dolls. I wasn't really interested in anything else just because they didn't have what I wanted. They didn't have a lot of Sonic stuff, so I like, you know what, I'm not gonna have Sonic, at least I can buy my Wonder Woman Barbies. But I went past this one booth, and they like have giant bins of little things, and they're like, if you can get a bag, like a little plastic bag like this, let me show you. You can fill up a little plastic bag like this for like $5, and you can just fill it up with anything you want in those bins. And there was one figure I really wanted from that bin, and I was willing to just pay $5 when I make sure nothing else fell out. Okay, and I was willing just to pay $5 just for that one figure, but I'm like, well, if I'm gonna pay $5 to fill up this bag, might as well just fill it up with things that I find interesting. So I did fill up one of these bags for, again, like $5. And so the main reason why I want to fill up a bag was because they had this Huntress action figure. Now she doesn't have a stand or anything, which is fine, I guess, because, you know, stands with these types of figures suck anyways, and I can always just buy one. But again, for $5, I thought, why not? And I love Huntress, especially the Helena, I forgot her last name, but like the one in the Justice League, not Catwoman and Batman's daughter, but the first one. I love her so much. Like, I cosplay her, and I looked really good as her. And I just love Huntress, so I saw this one figure for $5. I thought that wasn't a bad price. And again, I was willing to pay $5 just for her alone. So the fact that I like, you know what, might as well fill up the rest of the bag, and I just fill it up with random things that I thought, again, I found interesting. So I picked up this, like, I don't know, I just picked up this Beast Boy figure from Teen Titans Go, and this is a McDonald's toy. So, and I do have another Beast Boy McDonald's toy, so he might fit well next to that. And if you don't know, Beast Boy is my favorite superhero, so anything Beast Boy, even if it's Teen Titans Go, I would still pick it up. So again, in my mind, all this stuff I'm showing you, I basically got it for free because I only really paid $5 for Huntress, so I don't mind adding him to the collection. I also got this DC superhero girl Wonder Woman. And again, I do own a lot of DC superhero girl dolls, especially the Generation 1. So I thought, like, why not add one of the figures? And I do have a Wonder Woman doll, so this will look cute on that collection shelf as well. I also got one of these Digimon little capsules. I have Gravity Fall ones of these. And I like Digimon. I like both Digimon and Pokemon. Like, I think I'm more a fan of Pokemon more, but I still really like Digimon. And so I thought this will fit well in that shelf, because I do have a shelf called Random Things that I'm into. So like, I had some Gravity Falls on there, like Tokidoki Unicornos and all that. So it'll fit well on that shelf because it's also a dome. And I had Gravity Fall dome, so really cute. So I got this little Digimon. And I did manage to find some Sonic stuff in that bin. The only Sonic stuff I found was with these little Sam things. I don't know what they are, to be honest. But I got Tails and Sonic, and they're kind of like these weird squishy things. Like, their heads are hard. Besides Sonic, well, Tails' head is hard. Sonic is a little bit like squishy, and they're like filled with sand. I don't know what type of toys these are, but again, they were in that bin, or in those bins for, like, again, fill up the bag for $5. I'm like, I'm gonna get my $5 worth. So, and again, I didn't see a lot of Sonic stuff, so I picked up any Sonic stuff I could see. So I picked up these, and those look really cute on my shelf. I also picked up a Kung Fu Panda toy. This is this Viper. I do have a good chunk of Kung Fu Panda stuff. Now, I lost some of it, I'm ashamed, but that's okay. I'll get them back. How sure I'll find them eventually, but I did add this Viper to the collection just because I do collect Kung Fu Panda. It's one of my favorite movies. I also got some, this is like probably the only miraculous stuff I'm going to show you in this whole video, because again, it's really hard for me to collect miraculous now because my collection's so big. It's hard to find stuff that I don't have, but I did find stuff that I don't have. Like, the fact that I found more miraculous than Sonic, that was wild. So So I picked up, I believe I have this, so this is my double, but I thought, like, I saw some of these Kwame surprises in there. I'm like, even if it's a double, that's okay. I can just give it to one of my friends. So I might give this to Maya or something. But I got this Bark Kwame, but I realized that I have it. So they're just gonna go into my doubles pile, which is fine. But I finally got a Dossie of these Kwame surprise. I didn't own them yet. So I'm very happy to pick that up. Again, this alone is worth $5 for me because that's how much the Kwame surprises go for. So I thought like I got a good deal here because I got Kwame surprise, like got the Hunter's figure and stuff. Like that was worth the $5 for me. So got Dossie, and I also didn't have Waze surprisingly. So I picked up Waze as well. And then the last two things I got from that little like bin fun. That thing was fun. I totally would do that again. I got this little pet shop. Because why not, right? I collect little pet shops too. Not as hardcore, but I definitely did collect my littlest pet shops. And I also got these little Disney Zoom Zooms because I used to be a big Zoom Zoom fan. And these are like the little figurines. And I mostly bought this because they had a Black Cat. And Black Cat is my favorite Marvel character. So I just picked this up just for her alone. I don't really care about the other characters in here like Mary Jane, Rose, Spider-Gwen, she's alright, and I'm not a She-Hulk fan. But I got it for Black Cat, and I also got, the last thing I got was these little, again, these little Zoom Zooms, and it has Scar and I believe Simba or Mufasa, it's kind of hard to tell. And then the little Pride Rock, and I'm a huge Lion King fan, so, and I used to have like a Lion King collection when I was in middle school. Don't know where that stuff went, but I love the Lion King, so I picked that up, and these will look good on my little random shelf that I have. My little, like, random trinket shelf, so again, got that, got the Black Cat, Zoom Zoom, the Digimon, a Beast Boy McDonald toy, and a little test shop, some Kwame surprises, which again, that was alone worth $5 for me, and the DC Wonder Woman girl thing, Viper, Sonic, Tails. And the reason why I did the whole thing was this beautiful Huntress figure because I do cosplay Huntress. And I think that looks really good. And another thing I was willing to pay from that same seller was they had a really, really cute Beast Boy plush. Again, love Beast Boy here, and I was actually looking for this plush. I want this one and Raven. They had like a Happy Raven and a normal Raven. I really want those plushies, but I was looking for this Beast Boy for a while, but I wasn't really paying like, I don't want to pay like over $15 for him because that's how much you can go for from Akari. I don't think he's worth like $15. And so I saw that he was in like this giant plush bin from that seller, so I just picked him up, and I don't know how much he was in that bin, but I was like, he's like, he can't be more than $15. And then the seller didn't charge me for it. Like, I put my bag of stuff down, and I put this right next to it, and they're like, okay. Oh, I didn't even pay $4 for the bag. I think I only paid $3. Like, cause I gave him like $5, and then gave me some money back. I was like, oh, slay, I guess. I'm not gonna complain. So I really got all of this stuff for free, in my opinion. So yeah, I also got a Beast Boy from that seller, so that was pretty amazing. That was a lot more stuff than I expected to buy. Just because, again, I just wanted that Huntress figure, and I just filled up the bag, and I think I got a pretty good lot right there. And another thing I got from the toy show, now I really do love 3D printed little trinkets. I think they're so cute. Well, they kind of hid on my desk, but I got this really cute frog, and I got a really cute Toothless one from Anime Washington, and so I really liked them. And there was like a 3D print seller there, and they were selling this really cute strawberry dragon. Now, I'm obsessed with anything dragon, and also obsessed with anything strawberries, so the fact that I found a strawberry dragon, I had to pick this up, and he was like $5, so this is really cute. It's gonna sit on my desk with all his other little friends, and I hope one day I can find like a pink strawberry version of that. I think that'd be really cute, but again, like, I'm totally obsessed with dragons, so the fact that I found this really cute strawberry dragon, chef's kiss, really, really cute. And I do have a little collection going of like these little 3D print little trinkets that look so cute on my desk. And one of the other only Sonic things I found was these McDonald's toys from 1994. Now, it's not the whole set. I believe there's a few missing, but this was only like $2, and I just picked it up again because I couldn't find anything Sonic related at this event. And I did have like $2 extra because I only paid like $5. Like, I didn't even pay the full $5 for this bag. So I went to another seller that's selling all these vintage McDonald toys, and I want to buy so much more because like she had like some Barbie stuff I want and all that. But I don't want to like spend money just to spend money, right? Like, I don't want to think about what I'm bringing into my collection because that stuff costs time, money, and space, and I'd rather use that for something I'm very, very excited for. And I just picked these up because they're kind of vintage, right? 1994 McDonald's toys, again for $2. I feel like you just can't beat that, and it's not the whole set, but it's a good chunk of it. So we got Knuckles here, and I just got mostly for Knuckles because he looks so disturbing. And these are so goofy and funny to me. And we also got Sonic here. And we got the weird looking Eggman. So, yeah. So they're just in this baggie for now. I would definitely take them out of their baggie soon when I set up my Sonic shelf. But for now, they live in this little baggie, so I won't lose them. But again, like, you know, McDonald's toys for 1994. And they were like $2. And like, I feel like that wasn't a bad price. So I picked those up, and I'm very excited to add those to my collection because I do have like a classic Sonic collection. So I thought this would look really, really cool. And again, it's merch from 1994, so like that's way older than me, and that's older than my sister as well. So very, very cute. And the last thing I got from the toy show, again, my main goal was Sonic, but of course there was no Sonic, so that made me very, very sad. But I do have this, like, I call them, they're my Funko dealer, just because they tend to buy a lot of Funkos, and they sell them for like basically retail price. Like, so they have like really good deals there. Like, I think their whole thing is like you can buy a Funko to get autographs. So, and it's like, I don't know how they make money because they sell all of these for retail price or under, but I'm not gonna complain. And I buy a lot of my Funko Pops from there. Now, I always say like I'm not a Funko fan, but I own so many. But I really am in love with like the Sonic Funkos. I don't know why, they just tickle my brain. So I'm just kind of collecting which ones I've seen, and I could just pick up these two from the toy show, so I just can't come home with something Sonic. And so I did pick up a Metal Sonic Funko because I love Metal Sonic, and I do have Amy, so I thought, like, of course, like, if I get Amy, I gotta get Metal Sonic. So I picked the Metal Sonic Funko. And again, one thing I like about why I like buying Funkos from them, because they have so many to choose from. So if one has a box I don't like, I have multiple different options. So I do sit there and look through which one I like the most, and this was the one I like the most. So I did pick up a Metal Sonic, and this is gonna look really cute next to my Amy. Now, I'm not the biggest like Met Amy shipper. Like, there's like a certain way I like that ship. I'm much more of a Son Amy or a Shad Amy, but I just love anybody with Amy, to be honest. I'm not that picky. So I got Metal to go with the Amy. And I also picked up, the last thing I picked up from the toy show, it was, so I have so many Sonic Funkos, but like of other characters. Like, I have a few Knuckles, a few Rouge, a lot of Shadows, because Shadow is like my main guy. I have the Amy ones as well, and a lot of Tails, which is funny because I'm not the biggest Tail fan. I mean, I like Tail, but when it comes to collecting, I tend not to gravitate towards Tails things. I don't know why. Love Tail in like in the media, but something about collecting him. Maybe because he's yellow. I don't like yellow. But I did finally pick up, because like I said, I have all these other characters, but I don't have Sonic. So I definitely needed a Sonic Funko. And this is the one they had there, was Sonic with the ring. And I thought that was very fitting because he will have a ring. So this is really cute. And I just picked him up so I can just have a basic Sonic Funko, because again, I just didn't have one of those. And I really wanted to find the other Sonics and all the other ones, because I just really like the Sonic Funko Pops. They just tickle my brain. I said, I'm not the biggest Funko collector, but like there's something about Sonic Funkos. I just really, really like them a lot. The Funkos and the Squishmallows. Love them. So I just got a Sonic with a ring, and I picked him up for $12. So very, very happy with that. So I finally have a Sonic Funko, and hopefully I'll get more Sonic, because again, I have a lot of the other characters, but I don't have Sonic, which is funny. So that's all the stuff I got from the toy show. And again, I thought it was a pretty good haul, especially with the Wonder Woman Barbies. Like, those are definitely the standout for me. And again, as I mentioned, I also went to the Washington SummerCon convention. They're like the same people who also does the Washington State Toy Show. So I love going to SummerCon, but I didn't have the best time this year. So you won't see a vlog, because usually I do like a convention vlog or something, but I didn't have the greatest time at that convention for a lot of reasons. And one of the main reasons was that the vendors were really mid. I was expecting to come out with more stuff from this convention just because they always had like great stuff, but there was not a lot of stuff for me. But I did pick up a little bit of stuff, and I thought I'll just add it to this video. So this is my SummerCon haul, and all of it's Sonic, to be honest. again, I'm in my Sonic era, because Sonic is new for me, so it's kind of fun to find stuff that I don't have, because again, like I collected Teen Titans and Miraculous for so long, and eventually you just run out of stuff to find that's interesting out in the wild. So again, like I wanted more, like I wanted to have like a really nice haul for SummerCon, but there was nothing I wanted, so I'm not like, which was fine. I still pick up a few things. So this is the only stuff I got from the Artist Alley. Now, I was actually quite surprised and happily surprised that this year actually had more of an Artist Alley. Now, it wasn't really big, but the Artist Alley was alright. It was definitely the best part of the vendors, because of course they're like the normal vendors, and there's the Artist Alley. And I feel like Artist Alley was much more fun. So I did pick up two things from the Artist Alley, and these are really funny. So this one artist was selling like little photo cards, and one gimmick they can have, like, you can just buy the photo cards if you want, or she also has keychains that fit the photo card, and they're kind of like meme keychains. So I thought it was really funny. And I was having a hard time during SummerCon for a lot of reasons. Like, the weather was awful, I was dealing with a lot of creeps because I was dressed as Amy Rose from Sonic, and I was by myself for that convention, and I learned that I should not be Amy Rose by myself, because I attract people that I don't want to attract. But so I was really sad, and normally I won't buy like meme stuff like this because it's kind of out there, but it's really funny. And I was sad, so I bought this. But again, I can't really show you it, but again, you can get these little photo cards that the artist drew, and I did get the protective like wrap it came in because it was holographic, and I thought it was cute. But again, like you can put these in these little keychains, or you can use these keychains for other things, but she designed them to fit the photo card. I think you can fit like a Polaroid in this, not quite sure, but it is really funny because this one is actually the AO3 website. So it says not AO3 like fandom browse, like it looks just like the website. It's like 1 out of 20 works of like 500,000 in the ship you sent for. So I have Sonic here, and he said you already left kudos here. So this is really funny because AO3, because you know I always make fan fiction jokes. And in the back is also decorated, it's like with like E and T, like it looks like a real AO3 thing, and it's really funny. Of course, everything's like meme. Like I love the little tags here, like I swear I'm here for the plot. You know, stop the slow burn, you know, skimming the spicy part, love to like, is this really funny? Or like angsty, did I mention angst? My soul is dark. So really funny, because one thing about AO3 is they have funny tags those people put on. So I thought it was funny, and putting Sonic here is just chef kiss. Again, she had like other characters, but I don't know who they are. Okay, if it was like anime stuff, I don't know things. Okay, I can recognize most Western characters, but when it comes to Eastern pop culture, you really don't know nothing. Okay, but I do know Sonic, so I picked up Sonic because it's funny, and I was dressed as Amy, and I thought that made it even funnier. And it was funny, like I think one thing that I struggle with is that like I realized at conventions lately there are these things called fake fans, right? I'll do funny stuff in my character and like these quality content stuff and bring joy. Like I bring the playing into cosplaying, and people don't find it funny as me. Like this one time I was dressed as Maria from Sonic the Hedgehog, and somebody had a shadow cutout they used for their display for their booth, and somebody took the shadow out for lunch, and it was at a bar, and I was going, oh my gosh, Shadow, I can't believe you're at a bar, as like Maria and stuff, and people didn't find it funny. or like I did a lot of funny stuff that I would do for characters and I'll make content out of it. No one thinks it's funny outside of my content people, so it's a shame. Like Amy buying these keychains, that's quality content. Anyways, and the next one I picked up from this artist, and these are kind of pricey though. Like I think I paid $25 for that. Now, if I could go back in time, I probably wouldn't have bought these, but again, I was sad. But they're still funny, but again, like $25 is a lot for these in my opinion though. But you know, each their own. And the next one I have is a shadow one in this keychain that says horny jail because it's funny. It's funny and it has hearts and it's pink. So this will look funny on my collection. As usually I just don't buy stuff like this because that's just not my vibe. But I was sad and this is funny. So again, you can put like other characters in there, but I only like from all the characters she has, you know, she only had like Shadow and Sonic, and I love Shadow and Sonic. I didn't know who the other ones were, so I did pick those up. And again, like I feel like $25 is still a bit much, but I feel like anything acrylic keychain could be overpriced because I do buy acrylic keychains from events, and like sometimes like people sell acrylic keychains for a lot of money. But in general, like not even just artists, but like if you're trying to buy like acrylic stands from like Japan and stuff, they're just like, I don't want to pay that much for a freaking acrylic stand sometimes. Like I'll support like small businesses, but like big manufacturers doing it, come on now. So I did pick those up from the artist alley. And another thing I picked up, again, all this is Sonic related because that is who I am right now. I love Sonic Prime. Now, I know Sonic Prime is not like, some people love it or you hate it. It's like one of those things. But I personally love Sonic Prime. And I do have a big Sonic Prime collection that is growing. I wanted to collect basically anything Sonic Prime that I can see. I believe it has the Amy's in there. And so I did pick up this set because it was a decent price and I had some cash on me. And I mostly got it because it has Thorn Rose because I'm a huge Thorn Rose fan. She's like my girl. So I just picked up this figure pack that had 3 of them. It was a decent price, I feel like. I don't want to say how much I paid for it just in case it's not a decent price, but it was a price that I was okay. It wasn't that much. And again, I didn't buy a lot of things at this convention. I spend more money on food than on collectibles, and that speaks volumes. So because usually I don't buy food stuff at events, but I'm just like, well, there's nothing I want to buy anyways, might as well enjoy some food because it was at a fairgrounds. So I got this Sonic Prime 3-pack, and it'll look great with my Sonic Prime collection. And I do want to collect more. Like if I know there's like a Rusty Rose one that has Rusty Rose, definitely want her. Again, like they had another Sonic Prime set that had other characters, but again, I'm only here for Amy or Shadow stuff, to be honest. Like, if it doesn't have, like, Amy or Shadow on it, I kind of don't want it in general. Because those are my two, like, because there's so much, like, Sonic stuff out in the world. And I just one of those people, like, if it doesn't have my 2 favorite characters, I just don't want it. You know, especially if it's, like, a multi-pack. I'm very specific when it comes to Sonic stuff that I collect. That's how it is when it's something that's, like, really big. Like, when I like Pokemon and stuff, but I only will collect Pokemon stuff if it has Piplup or Growlithe on it. If it doesn't have that, I tend not to gravitate towards it. If it has Bulbasaur or Eevee, I might make some exceptions, depends what it is and the price, but generally, like, if I buy a Pokemon thing, if it doesn't have, like, Piplup or Growlithe, but they're my 2 favorite Pokemon, I kind of just don't want it in general. I used to have that rule with Teen Titans too, when it comes to like Thana or whatever. Like if it doesn't have Beast Boy, I don't want it. But obviously my love for Teen Titans grew beyond Beast Boy, so now I collect other things. But the how I'm in with Sonic is like, you know, it doesn't have to be like that all the time. Of course, there was a exception to the rules, but I tend not to buy, like if it comes to like multi-packs, if it doesn't have like Amy of some sort or Shadow, I'm just like not interested. So, because those are my 2 favorite characters. And the last few things I picked up from Washington State Toy Show, I did get a Christina V autograph, but that's kind of boring because I have so many Christina V autographs because I did meet her again. I got my Funko signed. But I also picked up some more Sonic Funkos from my dealer, and these are just the ones I didn't have, and I picked them up because I thought they were cute. So I picked up Treasure Hunter Knuckles. See, Knuckles is probably like my 4th or 5th favorite characters, and I do like collecting him because when I was growing up, Knuckles was my favorite, and then I got older, Amy and Shadow became my favorite. So I got Treasure Hunter Knuckles because this one's really cute because I love his little hat, so I picked him up. And again, like when it comes to individual figures, it's different because I don't mind picking up something if I like it. And the next Funko Pop I got was Rouge. And again, so I like buying from my Funko dealer because I can pick the Funkos I want, like if like pretty and stuff like that. And so it's much more better that way. So I got a Rouge Funko Pop. Now I do own the Knuckles and Rouge 2-pack you get from GameStop, the Flock one, which I absolutely love. But I do want their individual ones. So definitely if I meet like the voice people in the future, I like to have at least some individual ones too. So I definitely got Rouge and Knuckles because I love Knuckles and Rouge. I ship them so hard. They're probably like my other OTP in the Sonic world. Beside, like my main OTP is tied. I can't choose between Sonic and Amy or Shadow and Amy. They're literally tied for me. You can't make me pick one. But if I do pick one, it'd be Shadow and Amy just because I like those characters more. But like those are like my OTP in Sonic. And then when it's not that, it goes Knuckles and Rouge because they're so cute too. And I saw this meme one time when it was like, oh, Shadow and Amy shipper, Knuckle and Rouge shippers, and like they're holding hands. And because like no matter like what fanfic you read, like if it's like a Knuckle and Rouge one or a Shadow Amy one, there's always Knuckle and Rouge moments in it. I got that meme. Again, like AL3 just memes, I love it. And the next Funko Pop I got, this one I really wanted really bad. If they had it this time, I really want it, which was Cream with Cheese. Again, those look really cute with my Amy. Like I would love to have like a Team Amy one. And I got a cream and cheese Funko because I love chows. They're so cute, and I love cream because, you know, who doesn't look a cute little bunny girl? So I did pick up a cream Funko. I was happy to see that they still had some. For some reason, I thought they didn't have any more, but yeah, they had some more. So I picked up a cream. And the last few, I got some more Funkos. How many Funkos did I get? Okay, and then again, since there wasn't a lot of stuff that I wanted at SummerCon, I thought, you know what, might as well invest more into my Sonic Funko collection and support my Funko dealer. And the next Funko Pop I got was Omega, and he was a little bit expensive. He was like $16, but again, like I rather buy from this Funko dealer because they have so many, and I can just look through and pick out my favorite. Versus like if I go to GameStop, they only will have like maybe one, and half the time that box is crushed. So I'd rather buy from my Funko dealer. And I got Omega, and this one's really cool. So I basically got Team Dark now, which is a slay. So, because I love Team Dark, because I love Rouge, I love Shadow, I love Omega. And this is a heavy Funko. Like, if I toss this at you, you will get a little bump on your head. So I got Omega. He's a really cool Funko. So I got Omega. And my last thing I'm going to show you today, and my last thing I picked up from SummerCon was this tail figure. Is a flocked one from TargetCon 2021. So that means only exclusive to like Target. And it's just like flocked Tails. Now Tails is again my least favorite when it comes to Funkos because he looks like a typical Funko and he's kind of creepy looking. Because like one thing I like about other Funko Pops is like they still have like the white in it, so it still looks like it's a really cool Sonic thing. But they didn't do that with Tails, so his eyes just kind of stare into your soul like a typical Funko Pop would. I mean, like same. Like I make fun of Funko Pop, but my eyes are dark and stare in your soul, so they're just me. But I did got this tail Funko because I got this one, the only one they had, and it was in a pretty good box condition. But I also have another Tails Funko that's also flock and also an exclusive, but it's like the flying one. So I thought having both Tails together would look really cool. And I did have a panic attack for a second because when I was driving home from the convention, I realized that wait a minute, I do have a flock Tails, and then I realized hopefully they're two different Tails because I don't remember it being a Target Con one. It was more like a Funko exclusive one. So there were 2 different Funkos. So I'm like, whew, last thing I need to do is buy a double of a Funko Pop. So, and he was a bit more expensive. He was $15, but that's still not bad for a Funko. Especially it came out in 2021. Don't mind. So that's all the stuff I picked up recently at the 2 events I went to. Actually, I went to 3 events. I also went to a Ket Nerd Party. That's another event that's they do and it's free. And I went to that one, but there was no vendors. Like, there were vendors, but there was no vendors I bought from just because the stuff there didn't interest me as much. But my friend bought a lot of stuff from that event. But I only bought stuff from the toy show and I only bought stuff from SummerCon. So that is my haul. And again, the only thing I bought that I didn't show you was I got Christina V autograph on my Funko. Well, I guess I can show you. Well, no, I can't because she's like on my shelf. But I'll post a picture here after this clip. But I did that, but like, I already got that. I already had that Funko Pop for a while. I have a video on it, so yeah. So that's all the stuff I picked up recently. Again, most of it was either DC or Sonic, but we got a little sprinkle of other stuff I'm interested in too. So hopefully you still find this video interesting and not cringy and boring. And I hopefully will catch you in my next one. I have no idea what it is, but I still hope you watch it and let me know what was your favorite things I picked up. Mine was still definitely the Wonder Woman Barbies and probably my Sonic Funkos, but let me know what excited you because I'm very happy with all my stuff and now I have to figure out how to put it in my collection now. So again, thank you much for watching, and if you like my type of videos, because I do make toy collecting as well as cosplay or whatever in my heart, I recommend totally staying around for that because this channel is mostly toy collecting or cosplay. And if you'd like to support me, I recommend subscribing here on YouTube because it's the best way you can support me, as well as follow me on my Instagram. You can always get up-to-date updates about me. Like, you can see all real-time stuff when I'm at events, what cosplay I'm making, the stuff I just bought. That's the place to be, is both my Instagrams. So yeah, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next one. Goodbye! Like Rotten, got a lot of Sonic stuff and a lot of DC stuff. How you read the Sonic X Justice League crossover? You bet I did. I own all those comics. And I love it, and I'm very excited for the DC X Sonic figures to come out by Jack, so hopefully I will get them. Cross my fingers. But yeah, I did read that. I love it. Hands down, best thing ever. Love it so much. My 2 favorite fandoms, and I cannot wait for the toys. So stay around for that too.